Hey everybody, let's play an oldie but a goodie. Actually more like a Grady. This is Star Fox 64 for the Nintendo 64, circa 1997. And this game is fantastic. This is easily one of my favorite games of all time. And let's just get right down to it. This game's awesome. I'm going to go ahead and skip the story. I'll fill you in right now. Andross is an evil scientist slash evil emperor slash giant monkey that only has a head and hands, and he's taken over the galaxy, and he's trying to destroy this planet here. This is Corneria, the first planet in the Lilad system, and he wants to take that over. He lives over here, and we pretty much need to fight our way through his lines of enemies to get to him. So let's get down to it.
It's about time you showed up, Fox. You're the only hope for our world.
I'll do my best. Andross won't have his way with me.
This game, I've played through this game so many times that I'm fairly knowledgeable about most of the secrets. So I'm going to try and reveal most of them that I can and that I know. I mean, obviously, if I don't know some of them, I'm not aware of that. But it's going to be kind of a half let's play, half walkthrough kind of thing. I think it's going to be fun. The first thing we want to do is to get rid of that cursor there. And I can't play with that. I know a lot of LPers play with it, a lot of normal people play with it, but I just can't stand it. I think it gets in the way. And, flying our R-Wing here, which is essentially an airplane that shoots laser beams. I'm going to pick up this laser upgrade here so we can now shoot two. You're seeing Slippy there. If you're not familiar with the game, Slippy pretty much has one main purpose in the game, and that's to be shot at. And pretty much if you're not saving Slippy from something, then he's probably not on the screen. We're now entering the main city of Corneria, which has been completely destroyed by Andross's forces. If we fly through here, that will make a bomb appear behind this door. Take these guys out on the ground. Silver rings replenish your health. If you fly through this building here, well, if you do it correctly, 3 enemies come out from behind there. Because in each level, if you get enough enemies shot down, then you get a gold medal for it. You use a bomb to take out these guys behind me because this guy immediately gives you a bomb. And I do apologize if I'm going to smash into a bunch of stuff while I'm playing this. I'm really used to playing this on the N64. I've only really gone through it once or twice with the 360 controller, and I'm still kind of getting used to it as I grab the checkpoint there. Go through here, and that makes these 4 appear, and we can shoot them down. Same deal with this building here, makes these guys come out. And we're going to boost to save Falco, because if we don't, if he dies, we will not accomplish the mission. And I hate not accomplishing the mission. Most of the levels in this game you can either accomplish or complete. Completing, obviously, is you finished it, but you didn't do it right. Accomplished is you took care of it. And you go to there's 2 paths in the game. Accomplished usually takes you to the harder path. Complete takes you to the easier one. Now I'm going to fight the boss for the accomplished path, but I'm going to start off on the complete path, and I'll explain more when we actually get to that, when we get back to the overworld. But the way you accomplish this mission is simply by flying through those arches that I just flew through. If you don't, you just keep going down that way, and you fight this joke of a boss that takes about 3 seconds to kill. And this way we go to this canyon, which eventually leads to a beach, and we fight this boss that's slightly more difficult. Heavy on the slight. And we're gonna lock on and take out as much of those guys as possible and grab ourselves a laser and gold ring. I've already gotten 3 gold rings, so that has upped my health. And here comes the boss.
Incoming enemy from the rear.
This is where I would always fly right above the water, and I was like, but if I drop altitude anymore, I'll become a submarine. That's not until later. And you're about to be taught your first lesson in Star Fox 64. Shoot the things that open up. Oh look, an open door. Well, we're just going to go ahead and shoot it. I've already killed him halfway, even though his health hasn't taken any damage yet. And we can now damage the actual boss. Now let's see if I can kill him before he turns around. Yep.
Who are you guys?
Another rule of Star Fox. Everything that you kill explodes in a crazy way as Peppy slams his ship into me in the cutscene. Awesome. And we'll see here that I accomplished the mission.
We're heading out.
Now, on the overworld, when you accomplish the mission, it'll send you to the left, which is the harder side of the overworld. Or you can go to the right, which is the easier. Or somewhere up through the middle, which combines the two a little bit. I'm going to go the path that I'm most used to going, because it's the way that I went the most when I was younger. And then I think I'm going to do some videos filling in the gaps and the stuff that I left out. But we're going to essentially skim the middle on this. We're going to do some of the easy levels, some of the hard ones. I'm not going to hit any of the really difficult ones on this one. Sector Y is not really difficult. None of them are really difficult, but I'm not going to hit any of the more difficult ones on this run, just because this is just a first playthrough. So we're going to go to Meteo instead of Sector Y. More so because I know more of the secrets in this level than I do in Sector Y. I don't even know that there are any in Sector Y. So.
Impressive, Star Fox. Now watch out for enemies in the asteroid field.
I won't let you down, sir.
It's interesting. It's called Meteo, but it's an asteroid field. I would suggest that there were, in fact, meteors, but it's an N64 game. Who the hell cares? There's foxes flying airplanes. We get our first glimpse of the Great Fox, which is the ship that your ships come out of. Doesn't really play too big a role in this game. It does shoot enemies a few times in the second to last level, but really doesn't do too much in this game. If you play the GameCube sequel to this, it plays a bigger role. Not too much, though. You actually see much more of that ship if you play Super Smash Brothers than anything else you fight on top of it. What's nice about this level is, if you're going for those gold medals, which are amounts of kills, the meteors that are flying all around, or the asteroids, count as kills. So if you just trash them, by the way, flying through those metal rocks there gave me that upgrade of lasers, which I didn't actually need, but get you points, so. Anyway, you can shoot the meteors that are along the edges of the level, and those give you kills. So if you are going for those gold medals, which I have gotten all of them on the N64, I'm probably not going to do it on the emulator. That really helps you out. You do need 200 kills for this level. Get this worm out of my way. And we'll come up here and we'll try a somersault, which is much easier when you have C buttons than when you're doing this on sticks.
Here comes a big one.
Obviously, fly through this here, and we'll get another laser. We have these big, indestructible asteroids coming at us now. And we're going to try and traverse our way through here, Millennium Falcon style.
Can you make it?
And rather than using the brakes, I'm just going to fly over those. I see that there's a bomb there, and I know to grab it fast. I'm going to use it on these guys because they're really annoying.
Location confirmed.
That's Rob64. He pilots the Great Fox. If any of you had a, I forget if it was the NES or Super NES, you'll be familiar with him. If you know what I'm talking about, you do. If you don't, you don't. And we'll take out those three guys there. Excuse me. Get a little downtime here as Peppy gets attacked. Peppy has a tendency to get attacked as well. And a little bit of the story I didn't tell was when Andross originally tried to take over the galaxy, Peppy and your character's father went to Venom to kill him, and the third member of their team betrayed them, which is not cool. So your dad is killed, Peppy just barely escapes, and now he's back for revenge. But now he's kind of old and not all that great a pilot, and likes to smash into you in cutscenes, and I don't know, I guess he's more helpful than Slippy, not as helpful as Falco. Many more secrets and accomplishing missions depend on Falco. than they depend on Peppy, if any depend on Peppy. These things you gotta kill really fast because their attack is really irritating. Fortunately, the faster you kill them, the more that show up. If you kill the one really slowly, 2 don't show up. And once again, we better get these guys off Slippy's tail before he dies. Grab the checkpoint first. Get rid of him. Do a couple barrel rolls. This game is meme-tastic. It's just completely filled with memes. And we'll get the secret gold ring there. And now I'm going to try to get the secret here, the warp. This is the one that I have the most difficulty with in the game. I just have a really hard time hitting all of these. And that is somewhat embarrassing, but hopefully I'll get it here. And cool. Instead of going on to fight the boss, we will hit up this warp. This warp zone will essentially go into hyperspace as I smash into the giant go sign, and we'll fly through here. So this is going to take us to a level that it would not have actually taken us to had we just finished the level. This would be us accomplishing the mission rather than completing it, which sounds a little ridiculous. I don't know how accomplishing the mission hinges on finding this warp. Half was awesome. I completely missed. It's cool though, but whatever. I'll actually attempt to get the I'll attempt to get the gold medal for this one because I usually do. I mean, I need what, 15 more kills. And again, these rocks on the side do count as kills, so we can take them out as well. These butterfly guys are just annoying to try and hit. And just like that, as you can see by the 200 turning red, we have the gold medal. And we hit the warp, so this has been a very successful level, if I can survive the rest of it. Which, considering how there's no boss and there aren't really any enemies for the rest of the level either, I don't think I'm going to have too much of a problem with that. What's cool about the warp zones is that a lot of the stuff that you shoot at throws bombs and lasers like crazy at you. So you can refill your bombs, and which is just nice. I mean, you really won't see a situation too often where you don't have 9 bombs. You can just throw them out. I mean, it gives it to you like they're nothing. So, and as we warp off into the sunset, we get the gold medal, and we move on.